is Ken Krawchuk. I'm a business systems analyst with XPT. I'm helping to keep our global network of testing centers testing. Today will be my third icebreaker since I joined Toastmasters 7,395 days ago. And as David mentioned, this is my first step on the Pathways path to my third DTM. Did you ever notice how they make their icebreaker the hardest speech there is? It's not hard because you got to stand up here in public and talk to people. The hard part is I've got to condense 23 million minutes of my life into 4 to 6 minutes. Not easy. I hope you don't mind. I'm going to cheat and take a couple of shortcuts. So I'm not going to tell you that I was raised in a row home in North Philly. I'm not going to tell you about my degree in physics, my 3 patents, my novel, and I'm definitely not going to tell you about my beautiful wife, our 3 darling daughters, and our 3 great-grandchildren. I'm just going to skip all that and get to the important stuff. How many of you like science fiction? Yeah. I'm a huge fan of science fiction. One of my favorite books is called The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy by Douglas Adams. How many have read it? It's a very unusual book because it's the only trilogy I've ever seen with 5 books in it. One of the characters in there is a 2-headed, 3-armed humanoid who's president of the galaxy. His name is Zaphod Beeblebrox. Now, Zaphod's job isn't to rule, it's to go out and do outrageous things, make outrageous speeches. A lot like Donald Trump. One day, there was one of his friends being interviewed on TV, and the interviewer said, "What's the galactic president really like? Tell us, what's Zaphod really like?" The guy thought a minute and he says, "Who, Zaphod? He's just this guy, you know?" There's no other line that would sum up who I think I am, my own image of myself, than that one line. Who, Ken? He's just this guy, you know? But that's my image of myself. Equally as important is the image that myself or anyone projects to those around them. And I'm not talking about the way they comb their hair, or how they dress, or their Krawchuk. I'm talking about, again, what's important, their philosophy of life. Because your philosophy of life stands out very strongly. It defines who you are. Would you like to hear mine? 4 short premises, shouldn't take long. First premise, reality exists. That means I'm real, you're real, and the earth really rotates under our feet. You're not a figment of somebody's imagination like some philosophers would have it. Reality actually exists. Premise number 2. All of reality can be neatly divided into 2, and only 2, mutually exclusive categories. Living things and rocks. Now it's easy to tell them apart because living things are alive and rocks aren't. Now if you look at it from a physics point of view, they exhibit positive and negative entropy. Entropy is a degree of orderliness. If you have positive entropy, you're becoming more disordered. Rocks have positive entropy. If you order things around you, like taking care of yourself, dressing well, building your house, that's negative entropy, orderliness. So that's how you tell life. Positive entropy for rocks, negative entropy for living things. Third premise. Third premise? Think about that for a second. I'm going to jump ahead. Third premise. Given that there are living things, the purpose of life must be life. Think about it. If a rock does nothing, it just sits there. It's always a rock. But if a living thing just sits there, it dies. It turns into a rock. So the purpose of life must be life. And think, because that also defines an entire structure of good and evil. The good are those things that foster your life. The evil are those things that destroy your life. Fourth premise, you own yourself. That means you have the right to live your life your way, and a corresponding duty to respect the rights of others to live their life their way. Other humans, other living creatures, the environment. So there are the four premises that sum up my philosophy of life. Here I am, one of the innumerable islands of life, floating in a universe filled with a sea of rocks, with a duty, with the right to live my own life, and a duty to respect others. The golden rule. One of the side benefits of having such a strong philosophy based in reality is that I know when I'm right, and I know why I'm right. So it's no surprise I'm as stubborn as the day is long, and I will argue with you till the cows come home, until I get my point across. I'll stand up against the entire world if I have to. And in fact, I'm going to be doing just that. As many of you know, I'm seeking the Libertarian Party's nomination as their candidate as governor of Pennsylvania this year. My goal is to bring my philosophy of life into government, so the government lives by the golden rule. And I will do my very, very best to make sure that that comes to pass, even though just this guy. Mr. Toastmaster.